It all came about because just about 2.5 years ago, I was a primary school teacher and I just had a baby and life was very idyllic, and then my world got turned upside down. I found myself as a single mum and it was, yeah, pretty crazy time. I think when your life is turned upside down, it gives you a minute just to reassess everything, which is a good place to be in, and I would recommend it to anybody. And just go, actually, what do I want to be doing? And I'd always loved painting and drawing at school. It's what I did at uni, studied fine art. I've always been in love with camper vans and just the idea that you can, you know, pack up in a short amount of time and just get off in your camper van and go and explore. I just thought, because I'd done lots of paintings in the past, and you're kind of thinking about what people might want to see and all that kind of thing, and then I just got to the point where I was like, I'm just going to paint what I want to see, regardless if nobody else likes them. And because I'm so in love with nature and beautiful sunsets, I just decided to bring that all together. And so I did the paintings with the sunsets and the silhouettes of the campers, and I put a few online, and I just had this crazy reaction. The bus junkies like picked it up. I'd get 30,000 people viewing them, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not the only one that likes this kind of thing. And that just kind of snowballed to the point where last year my now husband said, so why aren't you doing your artwork full time? And nobody had ever said that to me. I was a primary school teacher, I was quite high up in the school and I loved it, but I had such a passion for painting as well, and that was like a dream. That was, you know, maybe that will happen one day. But he asked me with such conviction, like, this makes complete sense for you to do this, it's what you love, it'd fit round, because I have a 2-year-old daughter, it'd fit around her much better, I could be more flexible. And so I just decided, right, I'm gonna do it. And I went and saw my head teacher and I said, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna set up my own business. And her philosophy is that you follow your dream, and that's what she wants the children in the school to do. So I had everyone's support. Somebody had got in touch and was like, oh, could you do me a drawing of my camper van? I was like, well, I guess so, yeah. He's like, but I want it 3 foot wide in coloured pencil. So I was like, okay. So I did this drawing. It took me weeks. Put that online. That went viral. 90,000 people saw it, and that's where it's just been snowballing now, to the point, just over a year on, I'm booked up with commissions. People are saying, oh, this place, this beach is particularly special to us. We visit there a lot. I've not got a photo of a camper van with it, but can you put the two together? And so it's complicated, but it means so much more to have that on the wall. And so now I'm at a place where family and friends who are kind of like, you're leaving a career as a teacher to paint camper vans, and if people don't really know why there's such a following for camper vans, they kind of think that's crazy. But I'm starting to get it now because they see that I'm booked up with commissions and I'm selling my originals. And like this year I traded at quite a few festivals, and that was really helpful because not only did people buy originals, but they are now booking for Christmas presents and things because they remember me from the shows. So yeah, it's a year on and now it kind of all makes sense, and it was worth the kind of risk of going, okay, I'm just gonna completely change everything. The year that I was born, my granddad retired and he took up a watercolour class. And so he was learning about perspective, about drawing, like observational drawing, and as I showed such an interest, he would teach me as I was really young the basics, and more than you would get maybe in school and things. So I was always the kid in school when there was an art class, my artwork would be held up in front of everyone and say, this is what it should look like. And it was just a thing that I loved doing, and I was so amazed by people that could see something and then transfer it onto paper and it would look like what was in front of them. And I think it's such a passion of mine, a photorealism, to be able to do that, that it's just fueled my desire to get better and better. So that's what I was best at school, and then went to university and did that. So it all comes from my granddad. He just turned 89 and so he gets to see me doing this. This is something that he was encouraging me to do. So yeah, that's where it all began.